one of the things we have done annually, I should have the exact number of years, but I think it's around 10, 11 now. For the last 11 years, I had a hint. For the last 11 years, we've been honored to present the Paul Bator Award each year to a young scholar. And this year, it's especially nice because the committee that chooses that award is all here tonight, as is Professor Bator's widow, and Alice Bator Curlin. We're delighted to have her and Professor Bator's son Tom with us tonight. And we really. To present this award. Also, the professors who are involved in this, Mike McConnell, and no, I know about him. So I'm just. Anyway. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Tom, I'm thinking of you as a professor because you've been involved, because Tom was on the committee and Mike McConnell, and the third person on our committee I would like to ask to be the presenter of this year's award. And we are grateful to him for his advice to our Harvard chapter. He's been very helpful in the symposium. He's been wonderful to us over the years. And Charles Reed, really appreciate all the help he's given us. I very much appreciate it on this committee as well.
Thank you, Gene. It's wonderful to be here at Suffolk, which is the other law school in the Boston area where I have taught courses. And this is a wonderful new law school that you have in the new building, and it's great to be here. I'm so pleased to be able, after 11 years on the committee, to actually present the Paul Bator Award. Let me give you the terms of the award. They are: the Paul Bator Award goes to a young, under 40, academic whose life, work, and ideals most closely embody the life, work, and ideals of the late Paul Bator. The recipient should have demonstrated excellence in legal scholarship, a commitment to teaching, a concern for students, and should have made a significant public impact. The recipient this year is a good friend of mine, as was Paul Bator. So I know them well. And it is hard to imagine a young scholar who more closely resembles in his ideals and in his person the virtues of the great scholar after whom this award is named. The recipient of the award this year is John Manning. John, who is a friend, as was Paul, is a graduate of Harvard College. And as Paul was interested in history, at Harvard College, his major was history, and he received a summa. And that's no easy accolade to attain there. He then went to Harvard Law School and clerked for first Robert Bork and then Nino Scalia. He is now a professor at the Columbia Law School, where his scholarship is in the fields of constitutional law and administrative law. And as is fitting for a recipient of this award, demonstrates a meticulous concern for accuracy, for truth and for rigorous analysis. The other thing that so well fits in for the award is the fact that he is a marvelous teacher. At Columbia Law School, he received the Willis Reese Prize for excellence in teaching. If there had been such a prize at the Harvard Law School, certainly Paul Bator would have received it. And the other thing I discovered as I was doing a Lexis search on John the other day, in addition to the articles which he has written, some of which I've read, the number of articles by other people in which the authors lavish thanks upon John for his help in their work is also part of the ideal which we celebrate in this award. So it gives me very great pleasure to present the award to Professor John May.
Thank you very much, Charles. And I'd like to thank Mrs. Bator-Curlin and Tom Bator for being here tonight. And I want to say that I'm very grateful for and humbled by this recognition. The Federalist Society is a truly magnificent organization. It was in its infancy when I was in law school, and I can tell you, beyond the wildest expectations, beyond the wildest imagination, this organization has truly brought a new sense of balance in the study and consideration of law in the law schools and in the profession at large, and it is an amazing achievement. And to be honored by this group is very meaningful to me and very makes me feel very grateful and proud. The wonderful thing is that I can honestly say that this award could have gone just as easily to a very large number of scholars who today work and write and think in the tradition of Paul Bator, which was an excellent and admirable tradition. And that simply was not true 15 years ago. And I think that the Federalist Society has a lot to do with that development. And I'm not going to speak for long, but I would like to acknowledge three people who have been very important in my life and who I think have been very important to a number of people in this organization and whom I'd like to acknowledge in receiving this award. First, I want to acknowledge Robert H. Bork, who taught me the value, the inestimable value of a limited judiciary in a representative democracy. Judge Bork taught us all a great deal through his intellect, his ideals, and his immense courage. And I will always feel a great debt to him. I'd also like to acknowledge Justice Antonin Scalia, who by his example showed the incredible discipline that it takes to be principled and how important it is to invest the time and effort to undertake that enterprise, and who taught me the central role of the structure of government in preserving our individual liberties. So I'd like to mention him as well. And finally, I'd like to mention Lawrence Silverman, who taught me that no commodity is more important to a lawyer than integrity, and that the important thing is to do what is right, even when it doesn't feel so good. Now, I acknowledge these people because I owe them a great debt, and because they've been phenomenal teachers and mentors to so many people, to so many young lawyers associated with this group and outside of this group. And I think to a large extent, the mentoring that people like Judge Bork, Justice Scalia, and Judge Silverman have undertaken, as well as so many others, many of them in this room, have helped to contribute to the fact that it is purely accidental that I, and not someone else, am standing up here tonight. Thank you all very much.